Do you want to go over it as we do it?
And the actual, do you remember how last time we just said, did you get the same answers for the quiz? Like,
Yeah.
did you do all the test review or no?
Yeah, I did just those two that I didn't do.
Okay. Do you want to go through and see if we got the same?
That's fine.
Okay. Number one, I got A.
Yeah.
Two, B.
No, I put A.
Let's see. I think I only put they've had to be determined to be normal because it says in there to determine whether the confidence they create QQ plots of both random samples and see that they are approximately normal. Because the sample's not enough because there's only 20 females and 15 males. There's not 30 of each. So
But it's not a dependent test, is it? Okay, hold on. But then okay, so to determine whether the confidence interval would be reliable, they create a QQ plot for both and see whether, oh, and see that they are. Okay, so B on that one.
So number three, I put that I was unsure about this one, but I put D.
You put D. I put C on this one.
Of the four types of confidence intervals, which one is appropriate for this experiment?
So why did I say that they were dependent?
I put that they were independent because it wasn't like a father, son, husband, wife.
Right. Okay, so there's okay, so D for independent. Wow, I would have flunked this. Okay. So for I put C.
Okay, and I put D. I did have C and then I put D. So a researcher is interested in estimating the savings account balance of customers at a large bank. She obtains the savings account balance of a random sample of 30 customers. A 95% confidence interval for the mean savings account balance of bank customers is found to be this amount. Which of the following would produce a confidence interval with a smaller margin of error than this? Okay, so when we do the larger interval, the 99, our confidence interval gets bigger. If we went down to 90, it would be smaller because it could be more accurate. Does that make sense? I'm 90% sure on that one.
Oh, you put D on this one?
Because it should be 90% to get it smaller. And if you go back and look through your stuff, you should have notes that say so lesson 10.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. So as the confidence interval goes down, the margin of error goes down.
Yeah. And I have that on homework too. There's one of the questions here, number one on the homework assignment. Which of the following confidence level will yield the narrowest confidence intervals for the same analysis? And it's
yeah, but confidence interval, I mean, that's not the same as margin of error.
okay.
Hold on. Okay. I know I have that written down. Okay, let's put D for now. And then if I find it, we'll change it. If that's right. Okay, for 5.
Okay, I have A.
That's what I have.
6, I have C. Did I lose you?
Are you still there?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay, for 6, I got C.
That's what I have too.
Okay, 7, I put A.
Okay. Why did you put A?
Okay.
I put C.
Greater than. The tenant group thinks that the apartments are smaller than advertised.
The mean area is
So I put
okay.
to be less than the null because I think it's going to be smaller.
Okay.
And then 8, I didn't know.
So I put D, but I have a question mark by it.
Okay. We say the test result is statistically significant at the level of significance if
The value is larger than sigma. The p-value is the probability of getting a test statistic at least as extreme as the one you got, assuming HO is true. A p-value is calculated by finding the area under the normal distribution curve that is more extreme, farther away from the mean than the z-score. The alternative hypothesis tells us whether we look at both tails or only one. The level of significance is the standard for determining whether or not the null hypothesis should be rejected. If the p-value is not less, then that doesn't tell us though if it's significant or not. I guess if there's significance, it should be, let's see, we reject the null. I think it's B. Because we reject the null, if we're rejecting the null, does that mean we don't agree with the original hypothesis, right?
right.
And when we write that saying at the end, we have significant, we have, whatever confidence value to reject the null. So it needs to be less to reject it. That would mean that we have significant evidence to say that the null isn't right.
Okay, you're saying that we need to have sufficient evidence
Right.
for it to be statistically significant?
Mm-hmm. So at the end of all those problems, when we have to state it in English, we say we are 95% confidence.
No, we say we have insufficient or sufficient evidence to say that the null is true or false.
Right. So if it's less than the p-value, we have sufficient evidence to say that the null is false.
Okay, so you're going to put D on this one?
I'm going to put B because we have to have, our p-value has to be less than sigma to reject the null.
No, p-value, if p-value is less than sigma, then we don't reject it. Right?
If p-value is low, we reject the null.
I think I have this written backwards on every paper I have. P-value is less than A, then we reject.
Right.
I just have it written backwards on here.
So it's B, right?
So B.
Maybe. It could be blind, leading the blind.
I don't even know. Okay.
Okay, for 9, what do you have? I have a question mark next to mine.
I put B on this one, but I have a question mark next to it too.
And I put C on it.
Okay, what's the question? Can they use an ANOVA hypothesis test to answer their question?
Okay, the collect.
Okay. What were the requirements? Simple random, check. Samples are independent, check. The population have the same variances, which I don't know. And it's normally distributed.
So I put no, they don't have enough data.
Well, the only thing we don't know is the variance, right?
Yeah, so it would be D. Right? Or the standard deviations, the variance?
So C, right? Not D.
Yeah, that's what I have to see.
C. Okay. Okay, let's do 10. I got a
That's what I have too.
11. I put D.
That's what I have.
12 is the other one I didn't know.
So I have B.
Okay, like what formula did you use for this?
The nicotine content of cigarettes of a certain brand is normally distributed with mean standard deviation and advertises the mean nicotine of its cigarettes. How did I do that? Oh my gosh.
Is this the one where you do mean minus mean over, like I think this is, no, because that's, yeah, okay.
I don't even know. I can't even find my work.
Is it the T equals X bar minus mu over,
Yeah, I don't know. Somewhere I did it.
so 1.7 divided by, which is 10.
11.
10, so 1.7. Calculator.
Okay, I think I found it.
So 0.176. Which is greater than 0.05. So fail to reject. So B?
Yeah, but I can't find my work anywhere. It's driving me nuts. I don't know why I didn't just do it right there, though.
Okay. Let me write this formula down or I will forget it.
Yeah. What formula did you use?
T equals X bar minus mu over S divided by the square root of n.
Square root of n?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Must have lost my paper.
Let me just write this down so I don't forget it. Okay. So 13, I put B.
Why do I
Put that?
have D?
Yeah. Okay.
Did we just do the quiz?
I know.
Because this is it's going to double our time. Let's just do our quiz and we'll work it through it.
Okay.
I mean, you agree?
Yeah, I started it.
Okay.
So A. Right? Are you just filling it out?
No, I'm reading it through. Yeah.
Oh.
I just know I got it wrong on something a while ago, so I was just making sure. Researchers at the University of Mississippi wanted to determine whether the reaction time in seconds to go, no go stimulus in males differed from that of females. The researchers randomly selected 20 females and 15 males to participate. The go, no go stimulus required the students to respond to particular stimulus. Didn't they ask us this somewhere?
Where?
No. It's probably a homework question. Okay.
You know that this is the review, right?
Right.
Okay.
So B?
For 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So D?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sailing ahead of me?
No, I'm reading it. Okay.
This is the one we couldn't agree on, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So just put what you want. I'm going to put none of the above and we'll see.
Okay. I'm still debating.
Huh?
I don't know why I think C is right, but every time I look at it, I'm like, I know I read something on that.
Yeah, do it. It's not going to hurt my feelings. We'll know which one's the right one. Hopefully, here's one of us is right.
Okay. So on the next one, we put A on this one.
We put C on this one.
On what one?
Yeah. It's that We worked it out. We got the same. Number 6.
Yeah, we got A.
You got 1960?
Oh, number 6 on the homework. The numbers on the quiz are different. Okay. Yeah, so C, the 38,416.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's A on your quiz right now?
No, it's C. I was looking at 6 on the quiz. You were talking about 6 on the homework.
Right, sorry. Okay, so number 8, we switched to
Got A. Okay, and then 8. Well, okay, 9 on the quiz. We got B. You still think that's right?
I'm sorry?
On 9 on the quiz.
I put, yeah, C. They don't have enough data.
10 on the quiz. Okay.
Put type 1 error. We both agreed on that.
Yep. And D. Okay, and then fail to reject. Okay, 13. We got stuck on this one. What did you think it was? D?
Independent samples test.
What's
Because,
the difference?
well, what's a t-test?
Okay.
One sample t. Well, we can't do one sample. It's D. Because
Okay.
this is where you're going to go in and you're going to subtract the males from the females.
Right. Okay. So D on this one. Independent.
So I got D on this next one.
I did too. You said D, right?
Correct.
Okay. And then on 15 on the homework, I put B.
Me too.
You did too?
Yep.
Okay. Then I got D.
B?
No, D.
Okay. Me
The
too.
last one.
Good.
Okay.
Okay. 18 on our quiz. Number 17.
On the homework, I got D.
Me too.
Okay. And then I got C.
Me too.
I got ANOVA.
Yep.
Then 7.978.
Mm-hmm.
And 0.002.
Yep.
And then D.
Hold on. So 23 on our quiz, 22 on our homework.
Homework, yeah. And I think because I wrote it wrong on here, I got this one wrong. Did you get something different?
I have A.
Okay, hold on. So p-value less than level of significance equals reject, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sufficient evidence. So A.
Right.
No. Because they weren't trying to find if they were the same, right? They were trying to see if it was different. Because it said researchers would like to perform a hypothesis test to determine if the mean levels of bone density are different between the three groups. We have sufficient evidence to say that at least one of the groups is different. Why did you put A?
Because I think I always assume that the null hypothesis is that it's the same.
Oh, I think you're right.
Alternative hypothesis would be whether it's smaller, larger,
You're
or
right.
the two-tailed test.
Okay, A. Sorry, I'm making this so difficult.
No, that's okay. I'd rather be sure than. Oh, it's good to kind of talk it through and make sure.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it just started getting a little. We're like, wait, what?
I know. I keep going backwards, and now that I wrote it down wrong once for the p-value and all that kind of stuff, and so now I'm completely confused.
Right. Well, I'll give you this one because you always have everything else like down to the T. So.
Oh, I think it really well.
Okay, so I have C, dependent samples test.
That's what I got.
Okay. Then I have 1.685.
Yep.
And then 0.096.
Yep.
And then there is sufficient evidence to conclude there's no difference. A.
Okay. That's another one that I got wrong because I wrote it wrong. There is no difference. Okay, should we try it?
Yes.
I think, hold on. You can go ahead and submit it. There's just
82. Okay.
Right,
So for 5, the one
what did you get?
I have an 82.
That's what I got.
So that one that we couldn't figure out, it says if you just get more customers.
Yeah, so we were both wrong.
Which I don't know. That I guess
I thought 30 was enough.
You thought what?
Oh, I see. Because I was looking at it thinking, well, 30 is enough to make it normally distributed, so it doesn't matter how many, but I see why that is.
Why, what's the rule? If you get more people.
Well, like when you talk about statistics, they always say the more people you have, the better your results are going to be.
Yeah.
So I guess that one makes sense. Okay, what else did we get wrong?
10.
We were both wrong on 10 too. I had B, you had C, and it's A. That's unfortunate. Mm, 12. How did we get 12 wrong?
13. Yeah. Reject the null.
That's the only one that could be right. Unless it's D. Because we don't ever reject the alternative, right? It's always the null.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that one's wrong. Okay. Moving on. Oh. Doesn't know what test.
You're saying so then you are right. Then for the hypothesis, the null can be. So you were right for 22. 20. The null can be different.
Okay, then we got the last one wrong. Oh, probably for the same reason. Okay.
So if they already have the evidence.
Right. Your concluding statement or whatever goes off of what they were trying to test.
So you just have to read it really closely.
Yeah.
All right.
Good to know. Good luck on your test.
I'm going to take it right now.